Now, no, nothing can move you. Well, good day, good day. Welcome to another episode of the Bobby Brown Show on the GO. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. I also like to call this show Bob TV for short. And first off, I want you to do a couple of things for me. Before we get started, I want you to like, share, hit the notification bell, make sure it's on always so you can know when a video is dropped. Whoop, there it is. And this one, I really want your help on. I want you to go to on Rumble, and I want you to subscribe. I need 5 subscribers in order to go live on Rumble. So I'm going to go through my live phases in a couple of weeks when I come back from Florida, NAACP. I'm going to go through a live broadcast back at Sundays at Live at 5. And then occasionally during the week, I'll do some news pickups on the Bobby Brown Show on the GO, which is what this is supposed to be. But we got some good news today, and I say it's good news because we actually have somebody running third party. That's right. We have these people running in the Democratic Party who should be running third party for the simple fact that the Democratic Party has rigged their elections. They control who get to run and who do not get to run. I don't care how much you campaign. I don't care how much you knock on doors, how many phone calls you make, how many flyers you pass out, how many people you talk to, yada, 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 sweat, sweat, sweat. At the end of the day, if your candidate start to get some kind of insurgency, powerful wins, they're going to find a way to cut them off at the knees because at the end of the day, they always have the power to have the super delegates come in and deter your dreams. Hopes and dreams just gone. Super delegates came in and just wiped it out. The party bylaws and all that just wiped it out. Just for the simple fact that the Democratic Party is a corporate party or corporation. It is literally a corporation. They can and will determine who wins. So people say, well, why y'all always say your votes don't count? It don't count when it comes to the Democratic Party. It may count somewhere else. I don't know. I never tried it. All I know is people count votes. But at the end of the day, even after you done counted votes and your guy may have the edge, at the end of the day, they can have a super delegate come in and just overthrow your vote. Your vote is 1 to their 8,000. One super delegate have the power of hundreds of votes. So at the end of the day, they can make that decision. But if you ran third party, you're not subject to the Democratic Party bylaws and rules and regulations. Likewise, with the Republican Party, you don't have to do that. You run your own campaign and you're only subject to the bylaws of the party that you're running and the third party. Now, in this case, the People's Party, which is a fairly, I don't know if it's the People Party, the People for Movement or whatever, but we're going to take a look at this. Dr. Cornel West has decided to throw his hat in for presidency. Now, I always thought Nina Turner would probably try, but no, Dr. Cornel West. We all know Dr. Cornel West, Harvard University professor. They let him go for some dumb reason. Very highly intellectual man, a minister, a man that teaches love better than Marion Williamson, man that demonstrates love better than Marion Williamson, a man who kind of endorsed Bernie Sanders because he felt like he had to endorse and really got close to Bernie Sanders, which is make me look at him like, why? But I guess he needed to boost his profile up too by being with a so-called peace candidate. Yeah, Bernie Sanders is a peace candidate, all right. He's a peace candidate, all right. Yeah, right. But nevertheless, Cornel West is throwing his hat in for the presidency. You're going to take a look at that in a second. And there's a few things about Cornel West you should know. There's a few things about Cornel West that you should know. I never seen him promote a war. He's always been for Medicare for all homelessness. He's always fought for the liberation of his people. But the thing is, how far are you willing to go? Because I want to look at your policies. Because you know me, no black agenda, no vote. No reparations, no vote. It's reparations a bus. I don't care who you are and what party you're running in. It's reparation a bus. And look, I don't have no problem with Cornel West. A lot of Democrats and a lot of black people hate Cornel West because he was right about Obama. He was right about Obama. And people just so much into the cult that they can understand that this guy was not exactly who you claim he is. And Cornel West knew that, and other people knew that too, on Tavis Smiley. And I was one of the ones that was hating on Cornel and Tavis Smiley. And then when I really watched and listened to him and heard and listened to Obama and saw what he did, I realized those guys were right. So Cornel West is running for POTUS. Let's go to his Twitter page. Give me a second. There it is. Hopefully it will play. All right, so he's saying, I am running for truth and justice as a presidential candidate for the People's Party. I don't know if that's for the movement for People's Party or whatever. I want to reintroduce America to the best of itself, fighting to end poverty, mass incarceration, ending wars, ecological collapse, guaranteed housing, health care, education, living wages for all. Join the movement or CornelWest24.com. I guess that's his campaign page. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. But let's watch this video from Cornel West.
In these bleak times, I have decided to run for truth and justice, which takes the form of running for president of the United States as a candidate of the People's Party. I enter into quest for truth. I enter into quest for justice. And the presidency is just one vehicle to pursue that truth and justice, what I've been trying to do all of my life.
Now,
Come from a tradition where I care about you.
So you gotta have the cool beat in there, and he got the African typos up there. But let's look at Cornel.
I care about the quality of your life. I care about whether you have access to a job with a living wage, decent housing, women having control over their bodies, health care for all. The escalating destruction of the planet, the destruction of American democracy. Democracy creates disruption. It creates eruption. It creates interruption. Wide from below, the energies of everyday people is manifest. And I know there are precious people in your life who you care for. That's why it's important for you to be involved. Important for you to participate. We're not talking about hating anybody. We're talking about loving. We're talking about affirming. We're talking about empowering those who have been pushed to the margin. Because neither political party wants to tell the truth about Wall Street, about Ukraine, about the Pentagon, about big tech.
Neo-fascist like Brother Trump, or milquetoast neo-liberal like Brother Biden. Wow, I'm so happy to make a world-shaking decision. You know what I mean?
When I see and gangsters not a subjective expression, it's an objective condition. Do we have what it takes? We shall see. But some of us are going to go down fighting, go down swinging with style and a smile, accent invest in you and trying to tease out the best in me. Let's do it together.
Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Dr. Cornel West is running for president. Whoop, there it is. All right, so there you go. Cornel West is running for president as a third-party candidate and a surging candidate. You know the Democrats are going to be off their rockers because he used to be with us. He used to sheepdog for us, and he used to tell people to join. And I don't know, he still made sheepdog. They're going to be running ads and call him all kind of names. They're going to call him the Black Ralph Nader. which if you knew Ralph Nader's story, you will realize that Ralph Nader was more of a hero than a bad guy in politics. Um, Nevertheless, Cornel West is running as a third party, which is the right thing to do, Cornel West, because he's not subjugated to the party bylaws, and you don't have to support the candidate at the end of the election. You don't have to campaign, and you don't have to have this rule and regulation where you don't talk negative about your opponent. He could talk negative about the opponent all day, every day. Now, knowing Cornel West, he don't talk negative about people, but he will kind of talk negative about how they act and react. So be prepared for that coming. Now, also be prepared for this. They're gonna, like I said, they're gonna call him the Black Ralph Nader. He's just gonna siphon votes from Biden. He's gonna siphon votes from Biden and get Trump elected. What do you mean? Because a diehard for a Biden butt kiss is a Biden butt kisser. They're not going to support this dude, Cornel West. Now, I will say they said a lot of people don't want Biden to run, and they may support him or Kennedy or Marianne Williamson or whoever. Uh, the good thing about this, if Marianne Williamson and RFK loses and Biden is the nominee, which he 9 times 10 will be because it's rigged, Cornel West can still run for office. They can't stop this dude. This dude is going to be in a position of Ross Perot and that Ralph Nader. You're going to have to compete with this guy, and Cornel West has the ability to get 10% plus. He don't have to rule. He don't have to go by the rules and regulation of the Democratic Party where they always moving the goalposts. All right, you got to get 5%. Up. This Negro got 5%. No, next month you got to get 10%. You got 10%. This you got to get 40%, or you're gonna have to drop out the race, or you got to raise this much money to continue to debate us. Cornel don't have to worry about that, and nobody ain't gonna debate Cornel West. Man, Cornel West with the big giant words. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, bro, that's too much. I'm running for office. I'm on the pathway. I got my running shoes on to sprint to the dotted line of democracy to deal with hypocrisy and idiocracy on my salad with some crockett seeds on top. Running for the judication and the education and the revelation of the blackness and of the beautiness of the. Come on, man. Just say you're running for office, man. Don't take all that. Just say you're running for office, Cornel West. It don't take all that. Now, what I would like to do is take a look at a couple of things about Cornel West before we go. All right, so this is the news right now. The news is upset that Cornel West, bad enough they had to deal with RFK and RFK rising poll numbers because RFK is a legitimate threat on paper and on visual to Joe Biden, but Joe Biden always can rely on the Democratic Party keeping him afloat because of the bylaws. Long as the bylaws favor him, Joe Biden's gonna be safe. RFK ain't gonna be president, nothing like that. But they can't turn. They can't turn. If they see RFK can be a better person for the Democratic Party, they can. They don't have to 100% stay subjugated to Biden. Right now, RFK is getting some traction. The only reason the Democratic Party will not accept him wholeheartedly is because he wasn't 100% on board with the vaccine at its current stages. He believed there should be more testing. He is not anti-vax. He's been vaccinated before. He's just not in a position to be sure about this vax. So you can call him anti this vax all you want, but it's just like, nah, I could take it. I just don't trust it right now. When I get in a position to trust it, then I take it. All right, yeah, my face, whoop-de-whoop, go about your business. Stop lying on me. You're a liar. You're a liar. So let's look at some of these articles. Scholar, progressive activist Cornel West say he will run for the president in 2024 as a third party candidate. All right, not bad heading. Okay, let's look at this. Cornel West announced he's running for president. Okay, political. Progressive scholar, Cornel West, says he will mount a third party presidential bid. Okay, don't sound bad on the surface. Former Harvard professor Cornel West announced he is running for president. Cornel West announced third party bid for president. Left wing academic Cornel West announced presidential bid. Cornel watched presidential bid with the People's Party. All right, so positive campaign title, but if you go deeper inside, let's see what they're really saying. All right, former Harvard professor and prominent public intellectual Cornel West will mount a third-party run for president, he said on Monday in a video posted on Twitter. A supporter, surrogate, and confidant of Bernie Sanders during the Vermont Senator's 2016 and 2020 presidential bid, West is one of the leading Democratic socialist activists of his generation. Now, he's a tried and true Democratic socialist. Now, Biden said, I beat the socialists. He beat Bernie. No, Bernie quit. You ain't beat him. Bernie quit. He was looking for any excuse to quit. So you ain't beat him. But at the end of the day, Cornel West is a Democratic socialist, and his policy, he has some decent policies. It's not good enough for me. There's certain things that's lacking, but he has some decent policies. Pretty much picked up Bernie Sanders' policies and decided to run on third party. He encouraged Bernie Sanders to run third party, but Bernie Sanders lapdog Democratic shield, so he ain't gonna do that. But Cornel decided to do it. Now, you're gonna read in these articles, if not already. I'm not gonna go into detail on these articles, but you will read that hey, this is not good. What do you mean it's not good? You trying to say that for me? No, it's not good. What do you mean it's not good? It's not good. He's gonna steal votes from Biden. Take votes from Biden. Biden need those votes. First of all, Biden don't own nobody votes. If you want to vote, you got to earn it. And a lot of people don't believe Biden earned their vote. A lot of people regret giving Biden the vote because most of the time people are saying, vote for Biden. We got to vote for Biden because fascism and dashism and hashism and classism and schism and Shirley Chisholm, all that kind of stuff, all them ism. Oh, you got to vote Trump, megalomaniac. He started January 6th insurrection. Oh, Trump. Oh, we can't let Trump get in office. Oh, boogeyman, he gonna start a war. Oh, he gonna kill all of us. Oh, Jesus, oh God. Joe Biden doing the exact same thing that we said Trump was going to do. Y'all voted for Biden. I say y'all because I didn't vote for that. Y'all voted for Biden, got him in office, and he's doing the same thing that you figured Trump was going to do. So I'm glad Cornel West is in the race. I'm not endorsing him, but I'm glad he's in this race. It make it more interesting. Let's go to some of his social media location. All right, so this is what they call all-in-one, where you can link up with Dr. Cornel West. Dr. West and Cliff West join the DOA playlist. Healing Trauma Through Poetry, Dusty Relic. I guess he have different people come on here. Or maybe he was a guest speaker here and there. Yeah, these are some links you can link up and check them out. Cornel West, different podcasts has he been on. So you can get into the mind of Cornel West from that. But the most important thing that I believe will get you in his mindset is this right here. This is Cornel West's campaign website. Cornel West for president. Justice is what love looks like in public. Now, I got to tell you, I trust him and his talk on love more than Marion Williamson. I can't imagine Cornel West yelling at his staffers. All right, so you put the information in there and you watch the Max for Money and you'll be able to see all the platforms. Let's see what's here.
What a blessing and honor and privilege to return to this consecrated space. The New School. Once the social research, New School University.
All right, so Policies to create true democracy, clean out government corruption and create a true democracy, get money out of politics, ban corporate lobbyists, enact term limits in Congress, and switch to hand paper counting ballot. Now, I agree with that. I'm down with that. All that in there. I'm down with it. Let's go to revitalizing our economy. Guarantee quality education. I like that. And make sure it's true history, true American history. Red, yellow, black, or white. Housing, a living wage, paid leave to all, good stuff. Curb inflation, support unions, good stuff. And expand Social Security, good stuff. Fix our infrastructure and forgive all student debt, good stuff. Took Bernie Sanders' policies, make them your own because you believe in it. I get it. Good stuff. Medicare for all. Guaranteed health care to all, like every other major country on earth. Ensure comprehensive care, including dental, vision, hearing, mental substance abuse, and long term. Lower drug prices and abolish medical debt. All right, I can get what most of that. Okay, we shouldn't be paying nothing for health care. Bring our troops home. Invest those trillions on a war dollar into American communities. Support veterans. Stop all the foreign military and close the bases. Disband NATO and ban nuclear weapons globally. Now we're gonna go back to that, Cornell, because that money that you're getting from the military can go toward helping your people get reparations. But we'll talk about that later. Expand civil liberties, protect the environment, and your donation and stuff like that. So, all right. So now, do I have a problem with Cornel West? Do Bob TV Robert Brown have a problem with Cornel West? Matter of fact, no. This makes the race even exciting. And you know I love politics, and you know I love electoral politics, and this just got me. This this turns me on. I love this stuff, man. And I'm waiting for the WB Frog to jump in. I'm waiting for the next crazy candidate to jump in. I'm Mr. T Fool. I'm waiting for him to jump in. And, maybe we get Governor, what's his name to jump in, of Minnesota, the former governor of Minnesota. Maybe we get him jump in. I don't know. This is America. Jump in and run. I'm not that person say, oh, that person shouldn't run. I'm just saying that if you run and you expect to win and expect to get the black vote, then we already told you what got to be done. This is reparation or bust with us. If you're not supporting reparation, bust the move on out of here. Same thing for you, Cornel West. I don't see reparations on the platform, and it should be on the platform on the economic structure and cutting off the military. That money should be designated to go to black people. You need to cut the funding off that's going flooding into these immigrants coming to this country. That money shouldn't go to them first. It should go to the people who built this country first. We built this country where they can come over to when they seeking asylum and something like that. If we didn't help build that country, they would have to stay home and fight like we did, which is good. You need to stay home and fight for your country. Don't let these mobsters and drug dealers and cartels and whatever take over your country. No, you don't do that. You fight to the death. Give me liberty or give me death. Don't let nobody take your homeland. And we're not, I plan on getting a house in Africa and everything like that. But this is my land. This is where my people were born. One side of my family is native to the Americas. One side of my family is a slave, come from that transatlantic slave trade. Both of them were enslaved. Black Indians were enslaved. Was mistaken for black and taken to places where they had to do hard labor for nothing. And I can go on and on and on and on. So you need to work on that, Cornel West, because I'm great you're a third party. You're a good man, man. I'm not going to tell no lie. You're a good man. Sometimes good too good. Sometimes too understanding. You're a great guy, an honest guy, a man of integrity, I believe. And your platform so far so good, but you need to beef up that and you need to push reparation. Because if you ain't pushing the black agenda, and you can go look on my Twitter page, and you'll see what I mean by black agenda. If you're not embracing the black agenda and supporting your black people and putting them on the top of the ticket when it comes to policies, then you're gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose. You'll get a chance to stay in the race longer than everybody, which is good. I am so glad that you had the balls and the gonads or whatever you want to call it to run third party instead of running in the Democratic Party. For you to say forget him. It's just two things I don't want you to do. If you lose, I don't want you to tell her, oh, y'all need to go support Joe Biden. I don't want you doing that mess that you did last time. But nevertheless, he is a good guy. And I'm glad he's running for president. I don't want you sheepdogging. I don't want you sitting up here putting other people before the people, your people. Not saying you don't look out for them and do for them and things like that, but you don't neglect your people like they've been doing all over the world, Chicago, New York, or whatever. You don't neglect black people to accommodate another people when you know you owe them. What's wrong with you? And I'm not talking about you, but the government that you want to lead. We need to see a reparation package because black people, and I will be in a position to say I'm not voting, and anybody who would vote for him and he don't have a plan for reparation is a doggone fool. I will tell you that. I don't care who you are. But yeah, Cornel West is in the race, and the Democratic Party is losing their mind. Oh, God. Oh, Joe Biden already won it. He's falling down 50 million times and he can't get up. We had to get him a medical alert, so he can press the button. You're falling down everywhere and forgetting where he at. And he's senile, and we can't take the keys from Grandma, even though you want to take the key from Grandpa. But we can't take the keys from Grandpa. Hey, two best looking candidates in this race on the left side is Cornel West and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I want to say Marion Williams. But he has some bad policies too. He has some bad thinking and some bad thinking too. And I get it. I mean, I'm not in this to try to change the way you think. But that's how you think, that's how you think. But you're running for president. You're running for president. And the people that you need to put in a position of power first is black people. How's a black woman as our Supreme Court justice isn't paying us back for putting you in office, dude. Having Kamala Harris as your vice president is not our payback. You saw that was a need for you to do in order to win black votes. You listen to Roly Poly and Sugar Bear can't get enough of Golden Chris Martin and let him tell you. But in reality, man, we don't care about it. We just want to make sure that we get somebody in office that's going to fight for the people. And I believe Cornel West is that person. But of course, I got my side eye. I got the rock eye. I don't know how to do that right now. I got my eye on you, Cornel West. I don't want you to deflecting and telling us go support the Democratic Party. You need to get a reparation plan on your platform. The rest of these fools don't have much of a plan. Marion Williamson got something, but she lowballing us. You need to get your butt in there, along with famed economist Dr. Claude Anderson, and y'all need to talk, hash it out, get it done. Other than that, I'm not voting for your son.